After 60 hours into the last part of the game series by CD Projekt, it goes without saying that it is recommended you buy and play The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Geralt and his adventures are for us Poles not just another game series or some literature. No, it is a contribution to world's heritage that is fantasy. This fact defends itself with quality, uniqueness and complexity of the Witcher world. But now let's focus on the game. I will not dive into the technical stuff, the graphics and the informational technology. I do think that part speaks volumes on its own. The game is just beautiful, especially if you have a rig that can handle this game on its best graphical settings. But as I was expecting, the game's other elements are much more valid and contributional to the synergy than the graphics alone. Game has exceptional writing. Red Team has accustomed us to this level. The descriptions, letters, announcements, all of the written text is on level, creating the Sapkowski style. To add the dubbing performed by the same talents, reoccurring from The Witcher 2, it creates a sound like never before. Character performance are just great. The game also sings in the sound department. I'm talking about the music and sound effects. There is a Slavic tune in all of the soundtracks. The sound is also well recorded and very believable. To add, as I have the collector's edition, I have the soundtrack on a separate disc and I listen to it whenever I have the spare time. Animations as well, they need to be noted. Motion capture was done to such a level that the face mimic reflects the subtle moments, the delicate tension that can accompany the dialogue. Sometimes the way the hand of the character is moving can captivate your attention. Rarely can you see such dedication in the animation department. To boost, the sheer scope and grandness of this game can overwhelm you, but in a more positive way. I spent 20 to 30 hours just moving from one place to another, and this activity is, well, not boring. The game always has one or two or three things that it can throw at you. A quest here, a monster nest there, an encounter somewhere on the road. I never felt overwhelmed by the game, especially with all the dots and hidden things you can see on the map. I felt that way when I played Assassin's Creed, for example. To add to this positive message, there is as well the manufacturer's policy. CD Projekt removes the bugs ASAP. The game is now in version 1.06, and with the free DLC program that hits us every 2 weeks, you can't find a more friendly game developer on the world than CD Projekt. I can talk about The Witcher 3 for long hours, and it will be mostly a positive monologue. I found only 3 little shortcomings. I don't even call these errors or bugs, because these are type of deficiencies you can't eliminate as long as the project is as grand as The Witcher 3. Geralt, or Geralt on Roach, that is the name of his horse, well, he can bump into obstacles, and this many times break the flow of movement and can be quite annoying. I also ended up 1 or 2 times in places where Geralt was not supposed to end up. I'm quite sure these zones were clearly not intended to be explored, and to leave them I had to save a previous file. This only lost me around 10 to 7 minutes of my progression, so it was not really that bothersome. And finally, the horseback fighting, well, it can get a little bit irritating, especially if you are fighting another mounted opponent. Many times this type of fight, this type of encounter forces you to micro-control the horse and hope that Geralt will swing the sword on the right side of the horse. In the end, as I was saying, Witcher 3 is one of the best RPGs I've ever played, and with every hour it gets closer to such classics like Planescape Torment, Baldur's Gate, Ultima or Diablo. It will be a bar, a quality benchmark for future games in the genre. If you don't own Witcher 3 yet, you have no topic to discuss with me. There are now only 3 matter states for an RPG gamer: before Witcher 3, during Witcher 3, and after Witcher 3. Thank you for your time. As always, my name is Gabriel and hope to see you next time. So feel free to subscribe.